was it. So now you may ask that, okay, so for every instance variable, let's go to this computer class. Now you may wonder that for every instance variable that we create inside our own classes, we must actually create these setters and getters. Do I have to do that? No, you don't have to do that. We can use the power of properties. So what are properties? The properties are going to actually encapsulate the setter and the getter within themselves, and we can easily use properties in order to actually trigger the setter or the getter. So let me actually give you an example, a real world example, so that it will completely make sense. Let's go to this computer class here. Now let me actually delete this initialization here. Let's actually delete this value, and here we are just declaring this variable. And now we have this setter method and this getter method, right? Let's comment out these methods. So let's use a multi-line comment here. So let's actually start this comment with /star, and let's end this comment with actually star slash. So as you can see here, I actually commented out these two methods, this set computer name method and this get computer name method. And we have only this computer name instance variable here inside this computer class, and these commented codes are actually completely ignored by the compiler. These codes are not going to be executed anymore because these are commented codes. So now let's actually use properties. So let's actually create some space here, and now let's just specify the access modifier of this property. So properties should be actually public so that other classes can use these properties, right? Only instance variables are going to be private. So public, and then I need to specify the data type of my property. So public string, and the name of the property could be, for example, so remember, your properties should start with capital letter. So computer name. Right? So C# is actually a case-sensitive language, and we have here a computer name with the first word actually starts with lowercase letter, but we have another computer name here, but its first letter actually starts with capital letter. So this means that these two words are not the same, and these are two different words because C# is a case-sensitive language. So now I have this property, right? This is the name of my property, and here I am going to just put an opening curly brace followed by a closing curly brace, right? This is a property. So now I can actually just type in here get, okay, just put the get keyword here, and then open and close this get by using these curly braces. And here after the ending curly brace of this get, and I am still inside this actually inside the curly braces of this computer name property, I am going to just type in here set, and then open and close this method by using these curly braces. So inside the curly braces of this get block here, I can just type in here return computer name, semicolon. Here I am referring to this instance variable computer name, and inside the set block, inside the curly braces of this set block, I am going to say, okay, computer name, I am going to refer to the name of this instance variable, assignment operator, because this is actually a set, right? I am going to say value. So what is this value? Where do we get this value? We get this value from the implicit parameter of this set block, of this set. So this is actually a method, so you don't see this value as the parameter here explicitly, but implicitly we actually get this value from this set method, because this set method has an implicit parameter called value, and the name of that parameter is value. So we are assigning that parameter to this computer name. So here, instead of using this setter method or this getter method, we used this property. So look at this syntax here. It's really easy. We have this property name. Okay, first we actually say, okay, this property is public, and other classes can access this property. The data type of this property is going to be string, because the data type of our instance variable is a string. The name of this property is going to be different. Okay, the name of this the name of your properties should be different from the name of your instance variables. So computer name is now a different name, right? And then I actually opened and closed this property by using these curly braces, an opening curly brace followed by a closing curly brace. And inside this property, I provided these getters and setters. The first one is get, and inside this get block, I just return the value of this computer name. And the second one is actually a setter method, which has an implicit parameter called value. And inside the set block, we are assigning this value that we get from this set method to this computer name instance variable. So let's go to this main class and let's see how we can use that property. So as you can see here inside this main method, inside the main class, we have actually this error, and it says because we actually commented out this get computer name, this method, it's actually showing us an error, and it says we cannot, the Visual Studio cannot find this method, and it's correct. So let's actually comment out this line of code here by just putting 2 slashes here.